Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Adrienne. Hope you guys are doing good today. Good morning, good morning. It is 9:30 a.m. and I was actually on my way to work. You see, I'm in uniform and my daughter started texting me that she was having like some weird symptoms and pains and things. Ava's actually like just recently started a new medication. It worried me, so I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take her to the doctor. So I let my work know, and now we are at the pediatrician's office right now. We've got like 15 minutes before we have to go in. So I said, let me just do this little video. I was actually going to get to work and do this video, but just like a chit chat, we'll have that. Say hi, Ava. She's having like some pain in her legs, like a tightness in her legs, and her stomach is hurting. So yeah, that worried me. I was debating whether or not to take her to the ER, but I ended up calling her doctor and they were like, well, just bring her in, and they could see her, like I said, right away. Anywho, we're here. It's like a cloudy day, but otherwise nice. It's actually supposed to rain in the early AM hours of tomorrow morning. And then I think it's supposed to rain some tomorrow. Every time something happens, y'all know, despite the fact that I'm having to miss work today, whatever is meant to be is going to happen. And in situations like this, like, there's a reason for this, you know, whether it's related to her or whether it's related to something else that I'm missing out on intentionally. Like, there's a reason for that. My creator has a reason for everything. So, you know, God is good. Gabriel's been sending me a couple of pictures. He got his hair cut, and I posted that on my Instagram, Yo Adrienne. So check me out there to see that picture. It's actually one of my squares, so it's there permanently. One of the, what do you call them, sergeants or something, I don't know, something there, sent me a picture. Like, I guess they went roller skating, and he sent me like a picture and a little video of Gabriel roller skating. So that was fun to see, just to see him having a good time and, like, you know, I guess kind of settling into things finally. So yeah, Gabriel is good. I don't think I mentioned this before, but Ava is like the budding little entrepreneur right now. She, you know how kids are always complaining, like asking for things and like, oh, I never get it, never can do this, never can do that. So one day, like, I mentioned her, I was like, well, why don't you get a job? And she's like, I'm only 12 years old. So I was like, well, why don't you ask around? Like, we, you know, we have friends, associates, ask around about doing something for XYZ. And in particular, I told her about my friend. I was like, why don't you call her and ask her if you can do something for her, clean her house or whatever. So anyway, long story short, Ava put her feelers out there and she got her a little gig. And so now my friend has like been calling on her to like do certain things in her house and like pay her for them, like simple things like folding clothes, organizing. Like, my friend's mom actually paid her to, like, what did you do? Like moving stuff around or something?
Moving stuff into a moving truck.
Moving stuff into a moving truck. Yeah, just little things like that. So I'm like, okay, you got your little gig basically, okay? And you can, through word of mouth, you know, friend of a friend, close friend of a friend, you can, you know, get you little gigs that gives you like what we used to call little bubblegum money, you know? But yeah, so she's got that going for her. So she's been making a little cash here and there to pay for these things that she wants, her little Shine orders and stuff like that, toiletries, things like that, mommy doesn't have to worry about so much. This is my last week of work. I work today, tomorrow, well, I was gonna work today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, actually Sunday, I put in to use my PTO, because I was like, let me not just leave that on the table, right? And because I had like 13 hours, I believe. So I put in for that and that's gone through. I'm using that for Sunday. That's pretty much it. Like, I have been doing a lot of housework, honestly. I feel like because I work back to back, 4 days back to back, and because my job is as strenuous as it is, when I get home, you know, I don't really feel like doing anything but just like getting a shower, either plopping down on a couch for a few minutes, or just going directly to bed some nights, depending on what's going on. So usually the 3 days that I'm off, I'm trying to like catch up. Like, well, usually the first day is like, I'm just completely exhausted, tired, just kind of laying around, lounging around. But I've been doing a lot of housework, like washing clothes, washing bedding, and things like that. I was blessed yesterday with like 6 or 7 brand spanking new towels that were given to me. They're really, really nice towels. They're big, they're thick, they're comfortable. It's time for me to call, because we have to call the pediatrician to let them know that we're outside. So yeah, let me do this and I'll check back in with you guys later. All right, y'all, so this whole process to get inside the pediatrician's office is like so crazy. So you make the appointment. Like, I called and requested the appointment. Okay, made the appointment, got here. You have to call them while you're in your car, and then they're like, okay, the nurse will call you back. So then the nurse called me back, and she's, you know, asking all these questions over again. What's going on? What are her symptoms? Blah, blah, blah. And so now I'm waiting for the doctor to call me to say whether or not we can come inside, or if the doctor is going to come outside to the car. But yeah, we are waiting again. All right, so we made it in the doctor's office. Ava's on the bed. All right, we are home now. Look at all this laundry that Ava's supposed to be putting up for me.
For $30.
Says she home. So the doctor said that it could be the fact that Ava had gym yesterday, which I didn't realize at the time. And I guess that was like her first time being that active in a while. Like, they were running back. They did like some kind of test. What'd you call it?
Pacer test.
Pacer test. Where they were like running back and forth. But like, you weren't hurting yesterday. The pain only started this morning. But anyway, I had to go get some ibuprofen. We went ahead and stopped and got food. We have some Chick-fil-A here. As I said before, everything happens for a reason. And yeah, I'm just gonna get on with my day, cleaning and putting stuff away. All right, y'all, so guess what, they actually ended up giving out all the routes today, and I was like one of the people left over. They asked me if I wanted to work or go home, and I selected to go home. So, and just to explain really quickly, when they do that, so basically they have like everybody's name written down that they have routes for. I guess the system, they say the system selects the names, and those people have routes. So they go through and they're passing out the different, like they're calling out everybody's name, and basically whoever is left over after they give out all the routes, they'll ask you, you know, do you want to work or do you want to go home? And if you say you want to work, then what they'll do is like the owner will go around and ask people like, hey, do you, like people that are already in their vans, in their routes, then he'll ask them if they want to work or go home, and he'll just keep asking until somebody says I want to go home, and then he'll switch you out. But like I said, I chose not to today. So maybe tomorrow, we'll see how tomorrow works out. But anyway, I'm here at the library. I am getting ready. I have a lot of printing to do, and then go home and do some work, and I'll check back in with you guys later. What's up, y'all? So today is my last day of work. It is Saturday, and I have a relatively small load today. I think I'm probably like halfway through. I'm actually sitting here right now because I'm waiting for the guy. Well, let me show you what happened. Okay, so I got my load this morning, and as I was driving to my first stop, like the steering wheel on the van was like shaking really, really bad. And so I text work and I was like, hey, the steering wheel is like shaking really aggressively. So they called me, and basically we switched out vans, but then I realized that my purse is hanging on the back of the seat. So the guy that came and switched out the vans is actually coming back to me now. So I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna stop right here and sit and wait for him to come back, because he's not far away. But anyway, I have a really small load today. I have like 104 stops. For us, like that's small. I think I had like 150 or 60 some packages. So yeah, not too much going on. You see, there's my little load. My other bags are already in the other truck. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I was actually hoping that they were going to VTO me today, but they didn't. They were asking other people. I guess they figured the last 2 days that, you know, I wasn't working. But anyway, so I'm working today. It is 1:06. I'm probably, because the houses are really close together. Oh, there's dude right there that's coming. But yeah, just got my bag. Dude dropped it off. But anyway, yeah, I am probably, it's 1:07. I'm probably gonna finish, like, probably, because my stops are really close together, I'm gonna say like by 4 o'clock. I think even maybe before that, maybe like 3:30. But yeah, I think I'll be finished by 4 o'clock. Hopefully be back in Durham by like 5 and home by like 5:30-ish, something like that. So yeah, let me get back to it and I'll check in with you guys later. All right, so I lied. It's actually about 4:30. I think I finished around 4:15. I actually ended up having to backtrack because I had some packages that I accidentally skipped over somehow, so I had to go back to a location and drop those off. When I was first talking to you guys, I was in like a subdivision and it was like, you know, boom, 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 back to back deliveries. But then all of a sudden it switched me out of the subdivision and put me back like on the highway basically. So it was like further, my stops were further apart. But anyway, I am done. Look at the van. Van is all clear. Well, it's clear. I won't say clean, it's clear. And I'm headed back to the station now. Well, I've got to get gas and then I'm headed back to the station and then I can get on with my day. Thank God. All right, y'all. So that is it. That is it. See how much daylight I have left? That is it. I just put the keys in the little door and everything and I'm getting ready to go home. Yay!